beautiful people. Welcome back to Noon Scorpio Moon Tarot. Today we are going to do a little self-care tarot reading. Today, on the day that I'm filming this, it is Friday. It is Frida's Day. It is Aphrodite's Day, Erzuli Freda's Day. It is the day of love. It is a Taurus day. It is the day of sensuality. So I thought it would be most appropriate to try to see what ways we can give back to ourselves and what ways we may be neglecting ourselves. So before we get into which pile is which, I just want to give a moment to just breathe, meditate for a second before you pick your pile. Take 3 deep cleansing breaths. I'll do it with you. Ready? 1, breathe in. 2, breathe in. 3, breathe in. 4. Beautiful. Okay, so we have pile 1. Beautiful siren oil, perfect for Friday, perfect for Taurus Day, Aphrodite Day, Erzuli Day. We have pile 2, my PTAH oil. And pile number 3, Miss Keisha Cole, our Keisha Cole oil. If you need more time to meditate, please feel free to take all the time you need. Otherwise, I will see you at your reading. Hello, beautiful people who chose our beautiful siren oil. You must be very, already kind of like very about your self-care. I feel like you may be already kind of like in some type of wave for self-care. You maybe really do appreciate it already, just from the siren oil, if you just chose this. But before we get into your reading, please follow me on Instagram. My handle is in the description box below, and also you can book a personal reading with me. That's always an option. My prices are on my Instagram. I should put them in my bio, but you know, we'll get there. So I'm going to draw 4 cards for you today, beautiful siren pile. We're going to see the ways in which you may be neglecting yourself at the current moment, and how you can offer your soul, offer your body, offer your spirit some self-care. So first we're going to see the ways you may be neglecting yourself, neglecting your body, neglecting your spirit right now. One, 2, how you may be neglecting yourself right now up here, and how can you give back to yourself, self-care. How can you do that? Today I'm using my Black Moon astrology deck. I love astrology as well. Been studying astrology in tandem with tarot cards, so it's easier for me to interpret. Anyways, how are you, pile number 1, siren, neglecting yourself right now? Okay. I feel like you're not allowing yourself to imagine. I feel like you're not allowing yourself to think big. You're not allowing yourself to, I feel like you might be confining yourself to a box right now. You might be not thinking that you can do big and great things with yourself. With Pisces, you know, Pisces has to do with the subconscious, the imagination, and also like kind of like the unknown. And revolution, we have 44. This is also something about me. 44 is a very special number in my life. It has to do with revolution, big changes. So I feel like you're confining yourself to a box. If this is how you're neglecting yourself, you're confining yourself to a box. You're not allowing yourself to have that big dream that you want. If you want, you know, a promotion at work, You might be a bit scared to do that. You're not allowing yourself to be revolutionary. You might be just going with what is already established. You're not allowing yourself to maybe break conventions. Um, if you do that, you might be very surprised on what's on the other side of fear. You might be a bit scared to break conventions and not go with what's already established. Yeah, there might be some very limiting beliefs that you have about the way your life is supposed to go, or how you're supposed to conduct yourself, conduct business, conduct your love life. You might be a bit too rigid in your thinking. So you might have some limiting beliefs at the current moment, and you're not allowing yourself to think big. If you have big dreams and you know you have big dreams, allow yourself to sink into those dreams. Don't feel like you have to give those up, or you have to compromise. Um, be uncompromising with your dreams. Be uncompromising. If you know that there's a different way that you can go about your life, you can do that. Go for it, baby. Go for it. Okay. All right. So how can you give back to yourself? Oop, I'm sorry, my knees. I'm sitting on the floor. How can you give back to yourself at this moment? What did you like to do as a child? What are some projects maybe that you've left up on the shelf? Revisit them. If you have a business that you've kind of like left on the shelf because you're like, oh well, it's not really stable, blah 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 blah. I think something that Spirit is really asking you to do is pick it back up. Whatever you did as a younger person that gave you fulfillment, gave you happiness, gave you joy, revisit it. Revisit that. So maybe you were a writer. Maybe, you had something to do with communication. Maybe you're a poet. Revisit that. Revisit the things that you used to do when you were a child. And whatever made you happy as a kid, revisit it. That could be doing hair, childlike activities, childlike hobbies. They're not dumb, baby. Don't feel like you have to put your passions, the passions that you had when you were a kid, don't feel like you have to put them on the shelf for the sake of just kind of like duty. You know what I mean? Feeling like you have doing what you have to do, not what necessarily what you want to do. So I would advise you, lovely, to think back on what made you happy in your younger years, what gave you passion, what gave you life, what woke you up in the morning, what had you excited when you were a kid. Revisit that, and maybe from there you will find, more passion to restart and not feel like you have to be so in a box. Allow yourself to dream big. Regain that childlike sense of wonder, baby. There you'll find your passion, you'll find your happiness, you'll find your joy, and you might be very surprised to find prosperity and abundance. When we're young, our soul already knows what to do. And as we get older, we are conditioned to believe that we have to do life in a certain way. And so our childlike wonder of the world is diminished. What did you enjoy doing as a kid? What did you enjoy doing in your free time outside of what is, conventionally expected of you? Give back to yourself. Do some poetry. Write. Maybe something to do with the body, the hands. Maybe you're a hairdresser. You like doing hair. You like just doing something that's physical. Maybe you're a performer. You like doing acting, being on stage. Revisit that. Revisit why it brought you joy. And if you don't have to make it a business, you don't have to make it a profitable thing, but, just revisiting that and doing that in your spare time will greatly just feed your soul. and bring you some sense of purpose and some sense of clarity and some sense of, you know, work isn't just my entire life, or how what I'm expected to do is just not my entire life. You can have that little corner in your life where, you know, you have your poetry, you have your hair, you have your acting, you have whatever it is that brought you joy as a kid. Feed that. Okay? Let's get one more card from my Angel Oracle deck, just to kind of close it out. Boopity boop boop boop. Sweetie swooty, give me that booty. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. Romance. Yep. It's something that really set your heart aflame in the past. Something that you were really passionate about that you feel like you had to put on the shelf for the sake of duty and convention. You can still do it. You know, all work and no play makes Johnny a sad boy. Okay? So that's our reading. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for allowing me to read for you today. I hope you have a great day. Again, if you like this and if it resonated, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Hello to my beautiful people who chose our PTAH oil. So I'm going to draw 4 cards for you. We're going to see in what ways that you may be neglecting yourself right now, how you are not serving yourself, and in what ways can you give back to yourself and give yourself some self-care. Pile 1 was very nice. I felt like, I mean, every time I do these, I always feel like it's kind of talking to me as well. But if I can exchange that energy and share it with the world and make a difference in somebody's lives, it gives me just an amazing amount of satisfaction. So here we go. We're gonna draw, like I said, we're gonna draw 4 cards. How you may be neglecting yourself right now. And how can you give back? How can you give back to yourself? Because you are a beautiful, amazing, sensual, and deserving human being who deserves happiness. Okay, how are you neglecting yourself? Pile 2. Interesting. So we have Earth element and Venus love. That's interesting. You may be neglecting yourself, maybe by being a bit too rigid in love. You might have a Venus in Capricorn, or you might have Venus in an earth element such as Taurus or Virgo. Excuse me. Yeah, you might be a bit too rigid. I'm sorry, excuse me. You might be being a bit too rigid in love right now. You might have expectations on how your love life is supposed to go, and you're holding yourself to, and first off, let me just say, there is nothing wrong with holding yourself to a certain standard in love, but I feel like your expectations might be a bit impossible to reach. You're making it a bit impossible for love to come in because your standards are seemingly so impossible. Like I said, baby, there's nothing wrong with having expectations. We all need expectations, especially when it comes to our dating life. But you may be a bit too rigid right now. You might expect somebody to be a millionaire when you meet them, you know, and that's not feeding your highest good. I feel like that's more so feeding your ego than anything. But baby, like I said, there's nothing wrong with wanting what you want and having expectations. But I feel like that's not necessarily serving your highest good right now. You know, you might be pushing away people that are good for you because, you know, you have these Man, I don't want to say unrealistic expectations, but expectations that, you know, are very fanciful, very fanatical. You know, not everybody can be, not everybody can date a millionaire. Not everybody can date a CEO. Not everybody can date, somebody who's extremely well off. So your expectations when it comes to love might be a bit rigid. You might be very critical when it comes to love. You might be very critical of your partner, and that's not serving you. That's not serving you right now. So let's see how you can feed yourself. Interesting. So we have Pisces and Aries. How you can serve yourself right now. How you can give back to yourself. I feel like falling in love with yourself. Being dreamy with yourself. I feel like you may expect somebody to serve you this fantasy. You may be expecting somebody to give you this thing that you're very well capable of giving to yourself. So if you're expecting your partner to give you X, Y, and Z, give you a Cartier gold bracelet, give you a Bugatti, give you, the amazing high-rise apartment, you can do it yourself. You're more than capable of doing it yourself. I think it's asking you to believe, Pisces, believe that you, Aries, you can do it yourself. Have a bit more belief in yourself that you're more than capable. You're capable of being your own millionaire boyfriend or girlfriend. You're more than capable of being your own millionaire boyfriend or being your supermodel girlfriend. Your own supermodel girlfriend, or having, like, if you're a boy or girl. You can give these amazing things to yourself. You can be your best partner. Have more confidence in yourself that you can be, all the things that you desire in a partner. Acknowledge that you have all the makings of a good partner in yourself. Okay, let's get one more card. I'll get something from my Angel Oracle deck. Yeah, girl or guy, not everybody can date a Victoria's Secret supermodel. Not everybody can date a millionaire. You are whole. You can fulfill everything you desire. You don't need external validation. You don't need someone else to kind of validate, your love. You are more than capable of being that yourself, and you just need to acknowledge that. Treat yourself. I would say re-evaluate just how competent you are. Recite affirmations, I think, is also what the message is. You should recite affirmations like, I am worthy, I am capable, I am deserving of love, I am this, I am a boss, I am loving, I am nurturing, I am this, I am that. Recite some affirmations just to reestablish that you are that person. You're confident, you're independent, and you're capable. Okay, let's get one more card. Do. This one. Oh, we got this. That's so funny. We got this card in the last pile as well, romance. So yeah, I definitely feel like this has to do with you desiring a partner, you being a bit rigid, and feeling that you need external validation to kind of understand something that you already have inside of you. It's okay to want something to compliment you, but you have to understand that you are whole on your own. So I think what you can do for self-care is that you can recite some affirmations to yourself, just so you don't lose sight of who you are. And so once love actually comes to you, you don't have these fanatical expectations on what your partner should do, and how what they can offer you, what they should offer you. Don't be so superficial, or don't be too delusional as well. Don't be so delusional. You might have a Venus in Pisces, or a Venus conjunct Neptune, or Venus in Capricorn, or some combination of that. Venus in the 12th house, maybe Venus in the 10th house, in your birth chart. You can give everything that you desire in a partner to yourself first and foremost. Okay, love? And if it's what you desire, then you will be doing your future partner a great service, by having everything that you need, everything that you desire in yourself, so that when your person comes in, they don't feel super pressured and have all this expectation on how they need to behave. You guys can just love each other, two very confident people coming into union to one another. Okay, recite those affirmations, girl or guy. Lovely. All right, so that's all I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for allowing me to take in your energy. I hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Hello, pile 3. Final pile who chose our awesome KEISHA coal oil. This oil smells like cotton candy. I might just give it a whiff. Hold on really quick. Yep, cotton candy. Lovely. So today we are going to draw 4 cards for you to see in what ways you are neglecting yourself at the current moment, and how you can give back to yourself, how you can give back to your body, give back to your soul, your spirit. So 4 cards, and then we'll draw 1 angel oracle deck card, just to kind of tie it all together. One, 2. This is how you may be neglecting yourself at the current moment, not necessarily serving yourself, what's not in your highest good at the current moment, and how you can give back. How you can give back to yourself. I'm not cherry picking, I'm just the top. I don't like to read these cards in reversals, and Aries is at the top, and all right. So how are you neglecting yourself at the current moment? Interesting. You have 2 Venusian cards. You might just not really care about your appearance right now. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry if that sounds harsh. You might really not. You just really do not care about the sensual things in life right now. You might not care about love. You might not care about looking pretty. You might not really care about eating fancy food. You might not care about smelling nice. Overall, you just don't really have an affinity for the beautiful things in life. You don't have you're not doing that right now. You don't really care. You might have just kind of let yourself go. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm good with just like the bare minimum. I'm good with just like, there's nothing wrong with wanting quality things. You might not really care too much about the quality of things that you have right now. If you want a quality manicure, you can allow yourself to have that. If you want a quality makeup, you can have that. You don't have to always get drugstore. You can go to Sephora. You don't always have to go to McDonald's to eat just because it's just the bare minimum. You can go to the fancy restaurant. It's okay. You know, you can allow yourself to experience the beautiful, sensual things in life. You just may not be, you may not see that, you don't necessarily see the value in that. You're like, oh, money isn't everything. Money, like, girl, let me tell you something. Money can get you a lot. Money can get you beautiful things, quality things, but you don't really care about that at the current moment. Maybe you don't really care about love. Maybe I don't know. This is just a guess, but maybe you just went through a breakup and it kind of just left you high and dry, and it's like, oh well, I'm gonna let myself go. I don't really care. I was just doing it all for this person anyway. I was just, keeping up appearances for this person anyway. You might not be giving a lot of attention to your relationships right now. You might be neglecting your finances. You might be neglecting your romantic relationships. Just everything having to do with sensuality. You're just like not for it. So, how can you give back to yourself? How can you give yourself some self-care? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. I have to say. You have Yod, and you have Scorpio transformation. That is an interesting message, my love. Girl, put your freaking dress on. Put your freaking dress on. Put a suit on. Look sexy. Okay, I want you to go look in the mirror. I want you to put on your best outfit. I want you to put on some nice cologne, some nice perfume. Look hot for yourself, if anything. I need you to look hot for yourself. I need you to just even also maybe just look at yourself naked in the mirror. Jesus. Get back into your body. It's something red hot about the self-care. Maybe some self-love. If you know what I mean. Wow, boing. You need an ego boost right now, baby. You need an ego boost. You need a self-esteem boost right now. So put on some lashes, put on some heels. You don't have to go out. You can definitely just stay in, but I need you to reestablish that. You are hot. You are attractive. You are blessed by God himself. Themself. God themselves. And I just got it ringing in my ear. Hope that's not too controversial for the Christians watching this. I don't know if Christians would be watching this even. If you want to go out and get some, go get some. In a panini, in a pandemonium, in a pandulce, in a pandemic, go get you some. Okay? You need to be red hot right now. I feel like you need to really step into a like almost devilish type of energy. Like I'm understanding, like maybe putting on a black trench coat with red lipstick and Louboutins and just going out and just feeling desirable, feeling like you are worthy of being admired. You are hot, that is a form of self-care. Putting your freaking dress on, going out looking good. If you're a guy, go get a shape up, go get a haircut, go get some new cologne, go invest in some nice clothes. You can do that. Okay? And especially if you're just coming out of a romantic situation, if you're just coming out of a breakup, ooh, best time to do that. This is the best time to just go in the back of the closet, pull out that one outfit that makes the homies come to the yard. And you don't have to even entertain anybody. You just have to go out and just for you look at yourself in the mirror and you are gorgeous. You are sensuality, you know? Yes, we all need that sometimes. So let's get one more card to close out the reading. Just to tie everything together. Whoever dumped you, if that's your situation, don't let this person ever dictate your worth, you know? Please. Know your worth going into a relationship, know your worth coming out of a relationship. If it didn't work, it just didn't work. It wasn't meant to work, okay? There's something better. There's something better out there for you. So this kind of confirms that maybe you just came out of a situation, came out of a relationship, came out of a partnership, and your sense of self-worth was kind of depleted afterwards. There's something better for you out there. There's another person out there for you. There is something way more exciting coming your way. But first you need to reestablish your sense of worth. And that means, what did I say? Get that freaking dress out. Okay? Get that freaking dress out. Bring the boys to the yard. You don't gotta entertain them. Just show them what you're offering. At least on a very superficial level, in terms of physical beauty, physical sensuality. Like, you are back on the market. You know, you are on the market, and you are desiring. Come hither. You know what I mean, darling? Come here. I'm here, but you can't touch me. Okay. That was nice. I like that. I really like this reading. So if this reading resonated, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to tip your tarot card reader. I have prices for personal readings on my Instagram, and I will put them in my description as well. I hope you have a good day. Please love yourself. I love this reading so much. Okay, have a good day. Bye.